I've seen many screw-ups in my life, but I have never seen a screw-up as big as the YouTuber Tofu fumbled his career. See, 2 weeks ago, Tofu announced that he was never going to come back to YouTube. He was done with YouTube and he was moving on to new, brighter, and bigger things. So on the Instagram thread ripoff, he said, "Not going to create YouTube videos anymore. I came back and wanted to do more, but it's not for me anymore. I don't like it. I will forever appreciate anyone who supported Tofu. Thanks for watching as always. See you guys around." Now, if you remember, Tofu actually quit YouTube around 2 years ago due to a big scandal that happened with another YouTuber's wife. See, the Tofu cheating story has captured people's attention, particularly because it's a blend of personal struggles, and it also has to do with the Roblox community and two pretty big, prominent YouTubers. It involves Meg, who is Russo Play's wife, it also involves Tofu, and it involves Anthony. The tweet blew up in the Roblox community space, and basically which Meg, Russo Play's wife, explains the situation over a tweet and just reveals her entire personal life to the public. She's like, "August 2021, I made a horrible mistake. Tofu and I were messaging back and forth and somehow things escalated into me sending him blank photos. It's affected Anthony, Russo Plays, immensely for obvious reasons and has completely affected my family. All I'm trying to do now is focus on being the mother and wife I should have been all along. I don't expect an ounce of sympathy. This is just me trying to be transparent." I honestly think that Meg should have never revealed this because this essentially set Meg up for failure. And what I think's really bad about this situation is that Meg put this all to the public, and knowing the Roblox community is like full of 5-year-olds, they didn't really take it that well. And honestly, these 5-year-olds made a huge public spectacle out of it. Instead of taking personal accountability and responsibility and growth, Meg was not given that opportunity, and rather it was just turned into a complete drama fest, as the Roblox community always does. Tofu got into trouble because people thought he messed up a relationship. They called him a homewrecker because he got involved with Meg while she was still with Russell Plays. This word essentially means someone who helps break up a couple. Many people thought Tofu should have respected the relationship and not started a romantic relationship with Meg, and this situation made a lot of the Roblox community talk about Roblox relationships and all that kind of stuff. And what's really complicated is that Meg and Russo do have kids together, and so Tofu was essentially seen as a homewrecker, wrecking these kids, and it was unredeemable, in fact, that the Roblox community wouldn't even let him back. See, the YouTuber Tofu seemingly returned on December 11th, 2022, with uploading 2 videos to notified subscribers. The first video was titled Among Us, but it's hardcore oops, and the second one was a short titled For Levi and Owen. But the videos were promptly deleted after 3 minutes of being up, showing that he just couldn't handle the comeback, I guess. See, Tofu might have been hesitant to come back after the incident because he faced a lot of negative attention and criticism. People were still upset with him for getting involved with Meg while she was still in a relationship with Anthony. This situation likely caused a lot of stress and pressure for Tofu, obviously. And although Tofu returned by uploading a couple of videos, he might have deleted them shortly after because he realized that the situation was still causing problems. Sometimes when things are like sensitive and controversial, it's hard to move on quickly, especially when you're a public figure like this. Tofu may have felt that his videos were not being received well or were causing more issues, but the dislike count was pretty high, so he chose to remove them to avoid more trouble. Next, we have Tofu's transition to becoming a rapper under the name Steezy. Didn't go well with his fans. See, his attempts at creating music were met with criticism because his rapping skills sucked, and the covers he uploaded without autotune received much negative feedback for their quality. This shift in his content direction seemed to distance him from what his fans were seeing used to on the channel. Furthermore, Tofu's appearance, known as Steezy, was described as disheveled and resembling a homeless version of the video game character Luigi from Mario. See, the negative reception to Tofu's rap attempts caused many of his fans to feel disconnected from his content enough, and this is where most of his fans just abandoned him from here. Imagine the music being so bad to the point where most of your fan base that's loyal abandons you. That's rough, bro. Tofu's music was sort of an abandonment on himself too, because he would vent a lot of his problems throughout his music. And was it good? Absolutely not. But one of his songs is called YouTuber, and the entire song he's talking about how he hates being a YouTuber. And it's these are the kind of things that made people really worried for him at first, being bro needs mental health, stuff like that, and then people just stopped caring. Because Tofu had an audience of about 4 million people, he even had games out there like Cooking Simulator, which is actually a pretty banger game. People just felt they were abandoned by him. He seriously quit YouTube to do bad rapping. That's just on another level, bro. Tofu's decision to quit making YouTube videos and venture into the world of rapping met many of his fans. disappointed, and upset. You see, his fans had become accustomed to his entertaining and engaging gaming videos on YouTube. They loved watching him play games, crack jokes, and just have a good time. His videos provided them with a sense of enjoyment and familiarity. However, when Tofu suddenly shifted his focus from gaming to rapping, it caught many of his fans off guard. They were used to his gaming content, and the idea of him pursuing a completely different path didn't really sit well with them. They had formed a connection with his persona and had specific expectations from his content. Rapping is like a different form of expression altogether, and not all of his fans might have shared an interest in that genre of music, also it's kind of ass to be honest. This shift kind of felt like he was leaving behind what had drawn them to his channel in the first place. It's like a favorite TV show suddenly switched its genre, and fans who enjoyed the original format were left feeling disconnected. Furthermore, Tofu's rap music may have not resonated with his audience in the same way his gaming content did. If his rapping skills weren't on par with his fans had hoped for, it could have contributed to their disappointment as well. They might have felt that his decision to switch to rapping wasn't providing them with the same level of enjoyment they have come to expect, particularly because the raps were bad, let's be honest. In essence, Tofu's move from YouTube to rapping left his fans feeling left down because they had developed such a strong liking for his gaming content and were not ready for such a significant change. Tofu posted this on his third channel shortly after, which said, "Hey everyone, I may pick up more filmmaking soon. Happy holidays. I've been spending my time coming up with ideas and learning more about the entertainment industry. I have created 3 new series that will change the world. I'm very excited. I will update later about how I feel about posting on YouTube. It is literally Google, so I've had to reverse action it a bit. I can't help with that battle. P.S. didn't stop me from learning. Always remember you can do anything. Mark your calendars February 15th and be prepared to meet some new faces. Dream big, stay motivated, Tofu." After Tofu's message about trying filmmaking and making new shows, fans felt even more left out. They didn't know what to expect anymore. They were already unhappy about him going from games to rapping, and now this message made them feel even more disconnected. Tofu talking about trying different things and his upcoming plans made them unsure if he would go back to their own content that they liked. See, Tofu with his YouTube money, I guess, was smart, and he tried to invest it into this filmmaking, but it never worked out. We never saw anything of the sort of that filmmaking on any sort of channel. Even on February 15th, nothing came out about this, which was just really strange in general. Could it have been a YouTube series? We don't know. Could it have been Roblox? We just don't know. And that was really left in the air for fans to kind of think about. Tofu had no musical talent, so I guess he just got the message and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna stop this rapping. Then he cleared his Instagram, everything, renamed it to Steezy again, and then we got a message around 2 weeks ago saying that he won't ever be returning. Tofu's downfall was due to multiple reasons. His involvement in a controversy damaged his reputation, and his shift to rapping as Steezy received negative feedback. Fans were put off by his shaggy-looking appearance, and they questioned his mental well-being. Quitting YouTube to pursue other ventures disappointed his gaming-focused audience. It left everyone feeling disconnected in general, which I think is the downfall of Tofu. These factors combined led to Tofu's decline and the loss of his fanbase overall. Let me know your thoughts on this overall situation. I'd love to read them down in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.